I want to talk to you guys about the largest food scam in the entirety of human history, which is breakfast. So I think on paper, yeah, it's a great thing because you get food in your system, you get energy for later, great, bing, bada, boom, you feel amazing, right? But there are genuinely so many downsides to eating breakfast that I want to go through in this video. So hi, my name, as you guys may know already, Saul, and I want to talk to you about why breakfast is the worst, it's overrated and horrible, and not that good. So hope you enjoy this video. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Breakfast sucks. Bye, Saul. That's it.
I don't want to be publicly executed at all for this, but in my opinion, some of these breakfast foods are literally some of the most blandest, disgusting, nasty foods. Maybe let me rephrase that. Maybe not nasty, disgusting, but they're bland. They're not that good. They're not that good, in my humble opinion. Like there's a lot better foods. So if you're having breakfast, you have your roster. All right, pancakes, your scrambled eggs, your bacon. All right, that's great. Fine and dandy. The grand slam, right? Bacon isn't that good. It's not my thing. I don't like it. Never did like it. It's like crunchy, savory. It's not that good. Not that good for you either because it can give you like cardiac arrest, like cut years off your life if just for eating bacon. So yeah. Also, scrambled eggs, they make you fart and poop out like your organs. Not literally, but they make you smell a little bit after eating them, and they're not that good. Also, they're really bland. Most scrambled eggs are really bland. You add like salt and pepper and like a billion other ingredients just to make them like barely edible. And don't get even started on like boiled eggs and sunny side eggs. They're not that good, bro. Most types of actually eggs are all right, but like only when they're used for like ice cream and stuff. Sorry, getting off topic. Pancakes. Listen, it's a classic, right? You have your little bland cakes, but like it's in the name. It's a pancake. It's not meant to be eaten just as like a food. It should be a dessert. You know, like if you're putting maple syrup is literally just like straight sugar and like water and like maple stuff. It's so bad for you. The only upside I can think to like these breakfast food is like hash browns. That's literally it. Anything made with potatoes, instantly S tier food. It's really good. But all these other foods, they're so bad for you. They're bland, and you can do so much better for making breakfast foods than those. It's not good for you at all. So I actually wrote this down. Dude, okay, so a McDonald's big breakfast with hotcakes, don't forget the large iced frappe and coffee, that is a whopping 1,980 calories. Let me remind you, your daily intake is 2,000 calories. So you do 1,980 divided by 2,000, that's 0.99. So what does that mean? That's 99% of your total calorie intake in one meal at McDonald's. Just for breakfast. Just for breakfast. Horrible. It will give you instant cardiac arrest. You're going to instantly just like be taken out by the grand slam of McDonald's foods. And donuts for breakfast foods, they're not that good. Too sweet. Too many of them. 140 calories each one at Krispy Kreme. Not that good. So that's my main point. I think for number one, they're just like horribly gonna give you diabetes and stuff, and they're bad for you and overrated, and they don't taste good. So that's my point number one. Moving on to point number two. My point number two is that if these foods were actually good, I don't know why they have to be restricted to like certain times in the day to eat them, right? No one puts a time limit on like potatoes, right? Because they're just so good. So no one puts a time limit on them. But breakfast foods, oh, you have to eat them from like 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. You can't eat it after 12 p.m. because then people think you're weird. Well, if they were actually good foods and people actually like them, then they would eat it past 12 p.m. And you say like, oh, some places have a 24-hour breakfast. There's like a really like, I don't know, that's dumb. That's a silly argument. I don't want to get into it. That doesn't make sense to me. So if they were actually good foods, then like they'd be around all the time. We wouldn't have to be like, these are breakfast food. We'd just be like, these are foods, you know? There's so much better alternatives too. Like lunch and dinner, like far, far, far outshadow breakfast in my opinion. Like a good steak, hamlet, or like cooked ham far outweighs like any pancake you can like ever make. or like a good like baked potato and mashed potatoes, broccoli for dinner, or like for lunch if you want to have like spaghetti or literally any other Italian food. So much more better than like anything that breakfast can ever come up with in the USA. It's like so bad for you. Lunch and dinner, they're pretty goated though. I far think that those two like are 10 times better than breakfast will ever be. So that's my second point. But it's not all doom and gloom, because my third point coming in here is that there's a lot better options for breakfast around the world. Because remember, we're in a globalized world now. We don't just got to stick to our breakfast. We can steal other people's breakfast that make it better, right? So this is the best breakfast in the world, right? Literally just like a coffee and a sweetbread. In Italian, like pane dulce, it's like so simple. It's so good. You can have any coffee you want. It doesn't have to stick to one coffee. You can have your mochas or your macchiatos, or your cappuccinos, and then your sweetbread. Literally just two things. A lot healthier since it's a lot smaller portions too. You're just as good. You're awake because of the coffee. The little bread, sweetbread, it's so much good, so much better. I can't stress this enough how much better it is. So there's a lot better options like that. Also, in France, I thought they were joking when they said that all they eat for breakfast is cigarettes and coffee. That's like a genuine like thing, like a genuine tradition to just be on like the Parisian streets, just like smoking a cigarette while like drinking your coffee. Like they genuinely just do that. I can't believe that's like a real country. I don't think it should be a country. I think they should just be annexed by like whatever's around them. Just like give it all to Luxembourg and Belgium. They'll like it. Or to Lichtenberg, obviously. Yep. So that's my other reasons. Let me go on to my next thing. Sorry, I need to like a sip of water real quick. Sorry. Obviously, this is just like very opinionated, but just in the mornings, I'm very lazy. I don't want to wake up super early, like 3 hours before I have to get ready just to make breakfast. And I don't know, it just takes me a long time. I'm a slow cooker, so it just takes me a long time. So I don't want to wake up that early just like to make breakfast. It's not that good. It's not worth it. Trust me. There's a lot better options. Like I said, just the coffee and bread. That's it. That's all you need. Anyways, I don't have another more points because I think my argument has been made sufficient enough by what I've presented to you guys. So hopefully I've changed your mind. So eat better foods that aren't as like gross, nasty, disgusting, and unhealthy for you. Maybe drink some water, make a cup of cappuccino or something. So that's it. Thank you, and be sure to like be awesome and tell me I'm awesome. So and that's it.